It's early, but I'm running late. Oxymoron, right? Made it. A couple minutes late, but we're here.
So, first movement, it's one of my favorite ones. I start pretty much every workout out with it, regardless of what we're doing. It's gonna open up your chest, shoulder tie-in, warm the quads up, get a really good stretch through your groin and your hip flexor. What is called is a forward lunge or the chest fly. So, in the world of this, these are called foot cradles.
Okay.
And then this is called a handle. So when we're doing exercise and I say foot cradles, you come and hold these. If I say handles, we're here.
Sure.
All right, so you get a little bit of an angle. So you have a little lean forward, and then all we're trying to do is step forward as far as you can, dropping down, trying to kiss that back knee to the ground if you can. Now, if you can see this, shoulder blades are down and back, my chest is up. I'm trying to create that big ass stretch through the front of the shoulder, and then I simply push my body back up.
Take the biggest runner stretch.
Exactly, and then I'm coming back out with the other side. So, not sitting down on this knee, right? Keeping it up a little bit so the legs are working. And then all we're doing is just working this nice, smooth transition where we can take and open up the entire front side of the body. And then you can have some fun with it, and we can start moving the hands up top. Then I like to come out to the side, and then I like to even come down low, which is a little different, which pushes the shoulders way back into extension. But this, after about a minute, just flushed with blood.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then when we come in to do, hey, we're actually gonna work some push-ups now, we're gonna work some whatever, you're so primed, you have so much blood flow. I say get so much blood flow into the muscle that you almost can't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
For a push-up, a lot of people struggle to actually hit their chest because they're not pulling their shoulder blades down and back. So when you see somebody do a push-up a lot of times,
Oh yeah, I'm probably doing my shit.
well, you're still gonna work the muscle, you just have to be careful with your shoulder. So a lot of people are doing push-ups like this, which is not like horrible as long as you're careful, but it's not, in my opinion, optimal.
Right.
What we wanna try to do is basically come down, pull your shoulder blades down and back, put your thumb line right on nipple line, and now try to maintain that shoulder blade down and back position, and then you're pushing through the outside portion of your palms, and then now we're getting a big stretch where my chest is really, really opening up on each rep, as opposed to doing this, where now I'm getting a shit ton more shoulder. But the push-up is a compound exercise. You're working chest, tricep, and shoulder, but we want to predominantly try to hit the chest.
Yeah.
So that you're getting
Well, that's why
origin and insertion. We want to pull those 2 points as far away as you can, and then a muscle always pulls towards its origin. Then you're taking your insertion point, which is your shoulder, and we're trying to bring it in a straight line right there. So then from here though, you have all kinds of opportunities to work different shit that's gonna create, you know, in here we're gonna get what? A little more triceps, right? As you tighten up and you wanna almost bring your chest down onto your abdomen. sit-up, great exercise, works a lot of hip flexor, a lot of quad. For me, this is about as basic as it gets, Keith, but this is one of my favorite because it keeps everything kind of quiet except for our midsection. So when you're here, just like I was talking to you, all we want to think about is stretching and squeezing, okay? In this case, my 2 reference points are my sternum and my belly button. So all I want to do is, if I need a maximum stretch, I have to keep one end completely still, like a rubber band. Hold one end and pull the other end away. Right. If you do that, you'll maximally stretch. But if you let both ends move, you're not exactly changing that tension. So as you do this movement, the idea is keep your hips down and everything from the waist doesn't move. And then all we want to do is exhale, pull that ab into the spine, and then now I'm bringing my sternum towards my belly button. So all I'm doing here is maximally stretching my midsection and then bringing it in. It looks simple and it looks basic, but I'm not moving anything down below. You can intensify by putting the hands behind the head, but what you see a lot of times is people moving around and the ball moving and stuff, but the ball has to stay still and then you move around the ball. And all that is, that's as short as I'm gonna get these abs. Now what I like about this is it's keeping my hip flexors out of the equation. So I'm just using my target muscle.
I say sit-ups, and I probably mean crunches, because that's, I don't actually like come all the way up, and I never have. Well, in fact, someone at some point in my life said you probably shouldn't do that.
A super like
the sit-ups.
Yeah, a super Saiyan technique of like where you really become stronger is hands, abs, and glutes. Any exercise. So if you're doing a pull-up, if you're doing a curl, squeeze the fucking shit out of the handles, out of the bar.
Some things right.
Squeeze that bar hard. Squeeze your abs hard and squeeze your glutes, and then you will just lock into this like straight body position. All right, so give this a shot. Come up to that yellow line, nice and easy, and you can feel like you need, for whatever reason, move forward. You can.
So am I doing knees?
Yeah, handles. Yep, handles. Yep. Yeah, so just nice and easy. Yeah, try to kind of have the wrist sort of facing down. Good. Now just nice and slow. You're just abs tight, butt squeeze. You're just slowly dropping in. Once you get in there, get a stretch, don't short stroke it, get a stretch. There you go, now push through. Nice and smooth, squeeze the chest at the top, good. Now just sink in, bring the chest to my hand. Now pause for a sec, look at your elbows, reference your hand. We want to get it up a little bit higher so that as I'm coming down, instead of down in here like this, you see how they're more ready to drive through. Yep, coming down, little pause. All right, so slow and steady, same idea. You're just dropping in. Yep, let these shoulder blades come down and back. Good. That's it, beautiful. Just like that, good. So we're gonna try for 10 reps. If I see any type of asymmetry, which right now we got none of, it's perfect. You just move forward a little bit. Good. Good, so here's the elbow, ready? This is where your wrist needs to be. Yes! Yes, now push through that. Good. See, we're not that this is bad, but this is just more triceps. Yes, there you go. So this is called an atomic push-up. Probably one of my favorite exercises, but it's hard because I have so many and I love them all. So your feet go in these, again, in the foot cradles, right in the bottom. Now we're gonna do a push-up, but now this is where Pandora's box opens up. You can do so many different things, but what we're gonna do, basically, is a push-up and a crunch, all in the same movement. Okay, so the objective for this is we're gonna lift the hips and try to bring my thighs as far in towards my chest and triceps as I can. if you don't lift your hips, yes, you still get an abdominal contraction, but you're kind of just working the hip flexor. So by lifting the pelvic floor and the hips, you're gonna get more abs out of this. So, TRX atomic push-up. All right, one of my favorites. All right, so toes pointed, legs straight. We're dropping down into our good push-up. And then as I come up, lift, tuck, squeeze.
Oh my God.
Reset. Down, up, lift, tuck, squeeze. The goal, like I said, is you're aiming to try to get your triceps and your knees to almost meet together and have a little conversation. Boom. You can go one leg at a time, a little more challenging. Okay, but this, you want to talk about metabolic. This wears you the hell down fast. Okay? This wears you down fast. So, have fun with these. All kinds of crap can happen. But look, all this stuff is progressible. So if you get tired, you watch. You put your knees down. So look, it's like, oh, well, I can't do a push-up, Brian, so I can't do that movement. False. Okay, ready? Knees on the ground. Body's in a straight line from my shoulder all the way down to my knee with my hip in that line. Now watch this. Here's our good push-up. People call it a girl push-up. I still do them. Okay, so there we go. Now, pop up, knee tuck, finish the knee tuck, set the knees down. So if you struggle with that push-up, you're like, I can't do that push-up. Well now, even if you can't go all the way down, there's your push-up, and then maybe you just pop up into your plank if you can't do that tuck yet. Knee down, little push-up. But I know you're gonna, I mean, even just the basic push-up there, but there's always a regression. So you can always jump in on the fun. You can't say, oh no, I can't do that. Well, we can always modify it.
Yeah, man.
Always. This is a simple, easy way to just improve the mobility of your lower body. Instead of sitting in a chair, try to have a table that you can like operate your laptop off of. Type like this for like, 5 minutes. Okay, then bring yourself into a position like this. Type like this. Okay, then go to the other direction. So now this side. Type like this. Type like this. Okay what I mean? Type like this. So simple, but all you're doing is just teaching your body that it's okay to be in this position, and not only is it okay to be in this position, it feels great to be in this position. We're stretching things out. Now, just those small little repetitions, you're gaining more access to things instead of just being default of when I sit like this. That's it. And then people lose the mobility because the toilet ruined America, because now this is as deep as everybody can squat. All right, let's get this atomic push-up. Let's see what you got. There you go. Now, slow and steady, we come down and slightly forward. Okay, down. Yep, now drop in. And then as you come up, lift the hips, tuck your knees into your chest. Squeeze. Perfect.
Oh,
reset.
Shit.
Good, do it again. Yes, Keith. Yes, good. Try to get the hips higher. Yes, good. You can't get your hips high enough. Let's go 3 more. Here we go. Boom, there's 1. Excellent. Envision that your elbows are the goal line. You're gonna bring your knees and score a touchdown. Yes, good. 1 more. Come on, best rep yet. Down, up, lift the hips, and squeeze. Perfect. Perfect. Great set. Look at that. Atomic push-up, baby. Combining multiple movement patterns, bringing it into one. Dude, that's so good. Your body's flat, you're strong and straight. What I like is you're not letting your low back cave out. Good job.
Man, that is nuts.
Isn't that powerful?
I love that.
Isn't that powerful?
Holy cow.
We're gonna get more range of motion now, because that's, in my opinion, the big thing that a lot of people are missing. And it takes a while to safely get there, but you want to keep as much range of motion in all your movements for as long as you possibly can. So people doing push-ups, like short stroking it, If you have a shoulder impingement, that might have to be the case initially where you can just kind of get the movement, but over time we need to try to work you through that full range. When you're doing any movement, a curl, it's like people like to use heavier weight and kind of stay up top here, but it's like we want to fully stretch that bicep out. We want to open our body up. What was my limiting factor prior when I was doing the push-up? The ground. Okay? I could not go any deeper because my big fat nose was hitting the ground. So now, because I'm on these parallettes, I'm gonna have an opportunity to stretch deeper. And I'm gonna put my shoulders through more stretch. I'm gonna open them up even more. So as I'm in, I bring my body up into a nice, good, strong, straight line. And then now, as I drop in, imagine where my hands are would normally be the floor. I can't go any deeper, right? But now with these parallettes, I can sink. And if I wasn't wearing my hat, look at that. Now I can put my big fat nose on the ground. And isn't this a bigger, fuller push? So I'm dropping in, stretching, keeping my abs tight into my body, driving through. And then just like we talked about in that last movement, now we can still bring that tuck in, and look how much like range is being created. So this is called a burpee. This isn't a box, but we're calling it a burpee box jump. This is one of my favorite metabolic exercises. Got to be careful with it though. You can definitely hurt yourself. But if you're looking for a metabolic move, as you pay attention, I'm trying to brace that landing. As I land, it's like absorb.
It's like a superhero landing.
Absorb.
By an actual superhero.
So this is an awesome opportunity to get fit really quick and torch your cardiovascular. See, that's what happens to the mind. Fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Yeah.
Yes.
This man's a fucking beast.
Woo! 2 more.
Damn.
Man.
Fucking huge, dude.
That's tough.
That was amazing.
That's tough. That's tough. Heart's beating. It still works. It still works. Woo! Holy moly. Yeah, so you'll be doing that, but in due time. Intensity and duration of time have an inverse relationship. You can either work out for a longer period of time, which somebody might be best for them. They might not have the ability to push themselves intensely. But do you think if I did 3 sets on each side for maybe 15 reps of this, I could get out of here in about 15 minutes and be just crushed? I say yes, and I'm here to help. You know, if you're looking for low impact but high intensity stuff, let's do it. You can work out with somebody that's quote unquote fitter than you or stronger than you, but you're doing the same thing. You're growing together. You're pushing yourself equally. I'm at a little bit more of an angle than you doing a curl, but you're right next to me and we're vibing off each other's energy and you're doing a curl. Yeah. And we're doing curls together. Hell yeah, let's go. But I get to push myself.
Unspoken cues, like watching how you do something. Like I'm gonna be trying to copy you to some extent.
Well, we're creatures of observation.
Know that, exactly. You've already done this.
Exactly.
I haven't. So.
And more is nonverbal, honestly.
Yeah.
As you're watching, we pick things up. Okay, he moved his feet in a little bit. He's doing his, that's how we learn. First class of TRX, guys, is, hey, how do we go in and out of single mode? How do we adjust the straps? Because if we're going to have effective classes, yes, I can do it for you, but I want you to be able to go, okay, we're coming down to mid-length. We're going to go into single mode. Yeah. You know, but this right here, I hope everybody considers getting one. Don't buy it yet. Just come in and try it out. And I promise, I think you'll leave here saying, that's maybe an investment I need to think about purchasing. Because these will change your life, I promise you. It's changed mine.
Yeah. A ratchet strap won't do it.
No.
You really do need one of these.
A ratchet strap will not quite work the same. But there's some do-it-yourself TRXs that I've seen out there that are pretty cool. I'm like, kudos.
Nice.
You kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
But maybe one day.
Nah, dude, this is very cool. Your facility is the coolest.
Well, thank you, man. A lot of time went into this. Jenny and I are super pumped to bring it to the local community and hopefully a bigger scale here by getting some good content out to help people who can't make it here to Savage, Maryland.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned. More to come.